Being rated the worst team in college football, it was time for a new era in New Mexico, and they decided to hire me to help coach them to the top. However, this wouldn't be any easy task as we were literally the same overall as our first week opponent in Southeast. We started off the game with this nice rushing touchdown to put us up 7-0, and then our defense made this clutch stop on third down to give us back the ball. We then drove down the field and scored our second touchdown out of the game. However, with passes like this one, FCS Southeast started to quickly drive down the field. And then with this screen pass, they were able to finally get their first score of the game, putting them down just by 7. Our offense then stuttered out, and FCS Southeast was able to hit this field goal to bring the game within 4 before half. We knew if we wanted to win this game, we were going to have to pull away in the second half. And that's exactly what we did, starting off the half, forcing them to punt the ball. We then took advantage of getting the ball back, and we scored this 26-yard rushing TD to put us up 11. Then with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, our defense came up with this clutch interception to help seal the game. We ended up winning the game 28-18, and just like that, we were 1-0 on this season, looking forward to taking on number 8 Clemson next week. Even though we were 1-0 on this season, Clemson was going to be no easy task as they were ranked the 8th team in the nation and were literally 30 overalls better than us. After failing to get anything going on our first drive, our defense made this clutch stop on third down to help hold Clemson to only a field goal. However, with plays like these and defense like this, we found ourselves going into the half down 13. However, we weren't ready to give up yet, and we wanted to put Clemson on upset alert. And we did exactly that, finding Jones for this 15-yard touchdown catch to bring the game within 6. Then after trading a pair of touchdowns with Clemson and making this clutch third down stop, we found ourselves down only 6 points with 2 minutes left to go. However, the entire game came down to this final fourth down play.
For the game!
And just like that, we fall to Clemson 20-14. Even though we lost, we played a pretty good game, and we were excited to take on number 18 Pitt next week. Coming off of our Week 2 loss at Clemson, we were ready to bounce back against number 14 Pitt, but that was going to be no easy task. However, after driving down the field to start the game, we missed this easy field goal. Then Pitt capitalized off of this and scored their first touchdown of the game. However, our next drive didn't really go any better as we pitched the ball straight to the Pitt defense, and they got the ball right back. Pitt then capitalized off this and ran the ball in to get their second score of the game. However, we weren't done fighting just yet, and we found the receiver in the end zone to get our first score of the game. However, just because we scored didn't mean Pitt wouldn't, because they went right back down the field and extended the lead back to 14. So we were down 14 going into half, so we knew we had a lot of work to do if we wanted to win this football game. However, our defense couldn't hold Pitt, and they just kept scoring on us. And although we were able to score this rolling out touchdown, it didn't really matter because it was too little too late. And just like that, we found ourselves losing to Pitt, putting us at 1-2 on the season. However, next week we had UNLV for our first week of conference play. Before we get into the UNLV game, since we're 3 weeks into the season, here's a quick look at our recruiting class. This game against UNLV was going to be huge because not only was it our first conference game, but we had 7 recruits visiting. Thankfully, on the first drive of the game, Jones was able to punch it in for this easy touchdown. However, UNLV answered right back after our defender decided to tackle the other one. That's what happened. And then we decided to fake this field goal to get momentum going our way. However, it was probably a stupid idea. UNLV quickly capitalized off of our dumb mistake, and they took a 14-7 lead. Then after we failed to get anything going on offense, they hit this field goal to put them up 10. However, Trey Hill has something to say about that, and he wasn't going to go down easy, and he took this kick return all the way down to the 5-yard line. We then quickly punched in the ball, and we found ourselves down just 3. However, we took this stupid safety to end the half, and we went into the half down 5. However, the beginning of this half didn't really go any better because we threw the ball right back to UNLV, and they got a pick 6. And then I would be lying to you if I told you this drive went any better either because we threw another pick right back to them. And although we got this rushing TD, it was a little bit too late and we fell to UNLV 32-21. This loss to UNLV was especially disappointing because we should have beaten them. However, next week we have a chance to bounce back against FCS West.